Hi guys, and today I'll show you how to make dhokla at home. The very first step before we start making our dhokla is to start with a steamer. For a steamer, I actually have a proper steamer here, a steaming vessel. If you don't have this, do not worry, you can also use a pressure cooker. You can turn your pressure cooker into a steaming vessel. All you need to do is to turn your pressure cooker into a steaming vessel. You need to take a pressure cooker, add some water as you generally do, and then take a sieve which has these large holes in it, turn it upside down and put it in the cooker. So now what happens is, when the water starts boiling, the steam comes out of these holes and it helps and it turns this into a steaming vessel. A very important thing while you turn your pressure cooker into a steamer, don't forget to remove the whistle. We do not need the whistle for this. You just have to put it like this and your steaming vessel would be ready. So the very first step to begin with our dhokla is to actually prepare our steaming vessel like you usually do in baking. You preheat your oven before you start making the dough for the cake. We'll also just put this vessel, I'm using the steaming vessel, I've added some water in it and I'll be putting it on the flame to let the steam begin. So let's begin making our dhokla. I have 1 cup chickpea flour or besan. I've already sieved this. You need to sieve this to remove all the impurities which are present in it. To this, we'll add half a teaspoon of lemon seeds, nimbu ke phool, or also called as citric acid crystals, and about 3 teaspoons of sugar. I prefer it little sweet, so I'll add 1 more spoon, making it 4 teaspoons of sugar. 1 tablespoon of semolina and 1 teaspoon of ginger, garlic and green chili paste. Now we will add 3/4 cup of water. This is the same measuring cup that I used to measure this flour. So just add 3/4 cup of water and whisk everything together. Whisk everything together till it binds. To this mixture, now we'll add 1 teaspoon of salt. Before we are done with our final step, we'll just grease a vessel in which we will be adding this dough. Make sure that you just grease this vessel with oil. This vessel is approximately around 5 to 6 meters in diameter. Do not take a vessel which is bigger than this in diameter, otherwise your dhokla would come out really very flat. Or don't use a plate. Needs to have these borders. So I'm done greasing this. Now for the final step in our dhokla dough, we would add fruit salt, just a packet of fruit salt, and to activate this we'll add some water. See how the bubbling effect comes in? This is what we need. Just whisk it very fast, nicely with all these incorporated bubbles. Give it a good whisk. After you're done whisking this, we would add this dough into our vessel that has already been greased. Our steamer is ready. You can see the steams coming off. Without wasting any more time, after adding the fruit salt, you need to place this vessel into the steamer or the pressure cooker if you're going to use that, and just cover it with the lid of your steamer or the pressure cooker, and you need to place it in for exact 7 minutes. Put a 7 minutes timer, I would suggest, but don't keep it for more than 7 minutes. Well, my alarm just rang and it told me it's 7 minutes, so the dhokla should be ready. That it is. Here you go. In 7 minutes, that's how it looks. Now you need to remove it and keep it aside for cooling for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes of keeping it on room temperature, you just cut it into this desired shapes. I would suggest it just cutting it horizontally and then vertically. Just be very gentle while you do it. You don't want to break it. Then I'll just turn it and cut it this way. All done. Now what we do is, we'll make a tempering for this while this cools down further. Let's begin the tempering. For the tempering I have a pan. In this pan I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of oil. In this 1 tablespoon of oil, the first thing to go is around 1/4 teaspoon of asafoetida or hing, half teaspoon of mustard seeds, 2 green chilies chopped, and a few curry leaves. Wait till the time the seeds in the green chilies start to splutter. Wait for about 10-15 seconds. This is a little different tempering or a tadka, because to this tempering we'll be adding about 1 tablespoon of water. Now we add this tempering on our dhokla. Rest it for about another 5 to 10 minutes, and then you can eat it hot, or you can also eat it after it cools down, whatever way you prefer.